All new to version 20 of PostureRay is the ability to, when we're doing an import of DICOM images, if they have a name like, say, O'Brien, we can go ahead and just exclude the apostrophe and do a search. That's new. As well as you'll see right through here, we can actually limit a date range to a search, which is quite helpful when multiple sets of x-rays are within a certain date range. This will exclude, say, older x-rays from the DICOM search. With that said, I'm going to go ahead and import this patient. They were done earlier last year. So we're going to pull in the films here. I'm going to go ahead and hit select all. What we're going to see here is that now we're going to have a loading green bar that shows when we're doing the load phase. And for instance, if we pull in an x-ray and it's not readable because of its incompatible DICOM format, now we can go ahead and just hit cancel load and then just simply jump into another grayscale. Okay. With that being said, there's a couple key features that you'll find very, very helpful. No longer is it a drop-down menu, but we're going to keep the pane open here. And it's just like normal. So if I wanted to pull this in as, say, an AP modified Ferguson, I could jump down and do AP modified Ferguson. Okay. Now, if I wanted to go on, and I'm going to go ahead and show you, I have an AP full spine here. So an AP full spine, if we choose a couple different color formats, obviously you can see certain ones aren't coming in as clear. Okay, this one we can work with F. Okay, but we're going to pull it in as A. Okay. With that being said, with older versions of PostureRay, if we had a full spine image and we wanted to put this down to sectionals, we had to keep opening and importing the x-rays, and it was quite time consuming. Now we can use this one x-ray to do AP open mouth, AP cervical, AP thoracic. All we have to do is label it like this. So we're going to go, I want to use this for an AP cervical, as well as an AP open mouth, as well as an AP thoracic, as well as an AP lumbar. Okay? So now, when we pull this in, let me go ahead and put in at least a lateral cervical with this patient too. So let's go ahead and, I know we got a lateral cervical here. We're just going to go through and find a lateral cervical. There's a lateral cervical. And I'm going to go ahead and do lateral cervical there. So as you can see, these are all the same x-ray. So now when we import this, we can crop these down. And when it comes to the APs, notice it's a full spine, but if I wanted just the AP lower cervical, I can go ahead and just crop down to this region. And now I have an AP cervical. If I want the AP open mouth, it still comes back in. Let's go ahead and limit it just to that region. There we go. So notice how we can continually use the same x-ray, and this saves considerable amounts of time when importing x-rays. And here would be the AP lumbar. So literally using the same x-ray multiple times, which has been a huge request with from previous PostureRay users. Okay, so that is the main advantage with pulling in the x-ray images, as well as if I go back and say I want to go back and load a lumbar, and I pull this up, this was still a 2014 x-ray. Now when I open this pane up, if I want to add any additional x-rays, I can go ahead and notice that they're already color-coded. Okay, so if I try and click that, it's going to say, hey, you can't click this, okay, because it's already there. So that will help your staff not try to duplicate x-rays. Okay, so you'll find that quite helpful as well too. If you have any more questions, reach out to us on the support portal, and we'll talk to you next time.